And you can mess with the quest tab, right?
Hey everybody, how you doing? Who's ready for some Dragonbane tonight? I just realized that we lost our pop-out window of our rolls. So give me just a second for that. Anyway, quick recap of where we were last time. Our group has finally made it to the town of Outskirt, where they have set out. That was the goal of their journey, to make it here, seeking riches, adventure, or whatever else might have brought them to this part of the world. Had a little bit of a detour in which they encountered and slew two, not one, but two cave trolls. And when I say they, I mean Beyonce. Of course, single-handedly took both of those down. Along the way,
It's
we already
amazing to watch.
along the way we did lose one member of the caravan that was with us, but turns out that maybe they were a wanted criminal of some kind. So they were being looked for as as the group finally came into the town of Outskirt here. One other thing to note: while fighting the cave troll, they got a literal backpack full of gold, to which the mercenaries they hired to keep them safe wanted a share of it, and our good friend Lero, who is not going to be with us tonight, but they'll be back next week, wouldn't share. Things got a little ugly. Again, Beyonce, with her wonderful charisma, managed to calm the situation down. And as soon as they got to Outskirt, Lero actually managed to slip the guards a note and ended up getting all of the mercenaries arrested, them vowing revenge as they were carried off to prison. So that's where we're picking up. We've just reached the town of Outskirt. At this point, it is nighttime, so night has fallen. You were kind of coming in right at that dusk area, or that dusk time of day. So now that we're here, finally in the safety of the walled city, at the edge of the misty veil, we pick up our game tonight. As they're being carted off, one of the men approaches you again. And those of you that were paying attention as you're on your way in actually recognize him. He was the man, and Lero would have recognized him the most. He was the one that was up in the tower. So he was the one that looked like he was running the show, the one that they all kind of had to defer to with the decision on what to do with the people. So he kind of just comes up. He looks like I want to say older man, middle aged, maybe 50 or something like that. Uh, Hair down to his shoulders. Looks like his nose has been broken. So like it's been broken and kind of healed back in a weird way, as he like just kind of he's walking kind of backwards, watching them being carted away, and then finally comes up and approaches your group. Sorry that got a little ugly. Uh, Name's Hardy. Welcome to Outskirt. At this point, he's kind of looking around. Lero's gone kind of back to the caravan just as soon as this ended, kind of just ran off and started inventorying some things. I was hoping to talk to your caravan leader, but um, any of you able to speak for the caravan?
I mean,
Sure.
if you can talk to us if you want, and we will be happy to relay any messages if we can't answer them.
Uh, didn't really want to, didn't really have too many questions. Just wanted to see how your journey was and welcome you to Outskirt and just kind of see what brought you all here.
Well,
Anything in
I wish it was
particular?
smoother. We
Well,
had those
traveling with the likes of
mercenaries.
them, I can imagine.
Yeah, they were rough, especially that last night. They almost came for us, but thankfully we were able to calm it down.
Mm. I'm sorry to hear that you had some rough time, but again, welcome to the city. Um, I'd love to give you a tour, but I've got some duties to do, and to be honest, most of the stuff's going to be closed at this hour. So,
It's a
best
good place to stay.
best place to stay in town. Really, the only place to stay in town. The Three Stags probably got some rooms available. Most of the people here have settled down, have a little place of their own, so inn's not usually full. It's a nice place for drinking, hanging out. The common area gets kind of crowded, but I usually have a room or two available.
What would be the best way to get there?
Yeah, so if you just take any kind of points off around the kind of points off to the north, and if you look at the map, I'll ping it. This here is going to be the end
Oh,
right here.
excellent.
It's a real big building, 2 stories. You can't miss it. Says Three Stags. Just tell them Hardy sent you. Tell them who you're with, and I'm sure they'll set you up with a nice room for the night. So, but yeah, if you have any questions, I think that's probably your best bet. Again, you tell them Hardy sent you. Ask for Van Hild if you need anything. She runs the place. She should be able to answer any questions you have. And again, most places will be open in the morning. Just this time of night, it's going to be hard pressed to find anything besides the inn. Can't imagine you're probably pretty hungry though, anyway. So,
Yeah, I'm famished.
well,
Is that all you needed to ask, or
yeah, I think we got everything we need.
Is
Did the
there
check?
anything else we need to know about the city before we spend some days in there? Is there anything going on that we need to know about?
No, not particular. I mean, you've got like any city, you've got your little groups of people that try to cause problems. For the most part, though, we're a pretty peaceful city. We, we're all out here for something: riches, treasure, adventure. So, all kind of brought out here to the edge of the world for some kind of common goal. So there's kind of an understanding amongst most of the people that you don't really mess with other people. Now, again, there's some bad apples, but for the most part, they're just minor nuisances. So, yeah, I mean, we'll have people coming and going all the time as they head out north looking for treasure, adventure. Been a while since the Misty Vale's really been explored, so this is more of a launching point for most of the people coming up through this area.
Yeah, well, my mama always said, even if you got some bad apples, you can still make a cider. So
That's that's right.
figure it out.
I'm gonna borrow that if you don't mind.
Yeah, no worries. And while you're borrowing my wonderful words, you can also go ahead and spread the word. There is going to be a little bit of a concert in the next couple of nights.
All right,
Beyonce will be performing at that inn.
give me a. All right, let's see. Let me remember. Is there persuasion?
Yeah,
Just played
there's
5e. Give me just a second. Persuasion or
yeah,
is it
or
persuasion in this?
performance.
yeah,
Not
it's just persuasion.
performance. Yeah. Give me the
Persuasion.
performance. You're basically trying to convince him it's worth his time to spread the word for this.
Excellent. Well, remember, wait, Lero did give him a little note about how awesome I was. Do I get
Oh, that
a
you
boon
will.
because of
That's true. You do. So I'll give you actually
that?
I will give you 2 boons because as you're saying this, there's like a group of people nearby, your quackers that are start
All
saying,
11 of them.
"Oh my god, you are going to love her. She is like the best thing. You know what? She's literally the best singer I've ever heard in my entire life." Persuasion succeeded. He kind of looks you up and down, looks at them. Your reputation precedes you. Actually, we've heard of you
I
recently, but
hope
we've
all
heard of
good
you
things. Wink.
so far. Not sure how much of them are believable, but all right. I'll spread the word. Might even try to catch up myself.
You should. It's gonna be great. Now I'm gonna shake my little tail feathers and get on out of here.
All right.
Boys, want to come on? And I'm just gonna waddle away.
One second,
And she
my
waddled
one second, my
away.
dear.
I was gonna.
My friend, I'm curious. Has there any been great stories of adventure and mysteries about? Have you heard anything?
You looking for stories? There's definitely stories. I'm not the best storyteller though. Now, again, if you head up to the Three Stags, there'll be plenty of people want to tell you stories up there. Most of my
Oh,
time is spent right up there in that little tower, watching people come and go. I hear stuff, but again, I'm not a very good spinner of the words myself. So I'm sure you can find someone who'll give you everything you're looking for there.
well, thank you. I cannot wait.
Enjoy your night. Come find me if you need anything, and we will be in touch because we will probably have some additional questions for you regarding the mercenary band. So don't go too far.
What's the light situation here in town?
There are lights along the road, so like especially along the main road, every little bit there are just some lit lanterns to kind of keep the path illuminated for people traveling after dark. So easy enough to see where you're going. So, what do y'all want to do?
So, Beyonce, maybe you could do some performance, and maybe we can get our stay at the inn for free.
That's what I was hoping, sugar.
All right, because we don't have much gold. Well,
Oh, so actually, that was great. I want to call over because he's also now a quacker. The gentleman who was talking to Lyra, who was helping Lyra count the coins. I want to like beckon him over.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. What do you need? What's going on? He still looks a
Honey,
little shaken from everything that just happened.
you doing all right, baby?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm doing good. Why wouldn't I be doing good? Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you just stay with us. You're gonna be just fine.
sure.
By any chance, I know Lyra's busy in the caravan. Did you all get to a number of coins that were useful?
Yeah. So that was the thing. So we counted, and out of useful coins, we did have about 150 gold.
Oh, that's
There's a lot more, but
excellent.
like Lyra said, we probably have to do something with it. But yeah, we got quite a bit actually. There's a
Okay.
lot there. So, and maybe even more, but again, we have to find someone that can like melt it down, and then we have to find someone that
Yeah.
can, the people who melt it down could probably be the ones that actually form it back into something else. So I assume they do that in the same place. Like they
Honey,
melt it down. Yeah.
thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. That's great. I guess we're gonna need to try to find some sort of smelter in the area later tomorrow.
At that, Hardy
Um,
says, "Oh yeah, there is. I mean, there's definitely a blacksmith if you're looking for that. So, you got some gold you got to melt down. Is that what I heard?
um, we ran into some difficulties on the road, and some of our weapons got a little damaged, so we're gonna need to fix them.
Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, I was, I was a little confused why you'd want to melt gold down and then
Yeah, well,
whatever.
we
I mean,
found some weapons too on the road. We're gonna want to, see if we can't make other weapons out of them. Some broken
oh,
stuff.
all right.
No
Well,
big
well,
deal.
there is a
Don't worry about
smithy.
it, sugar.
There's a smithy ran by the twins up around. It's actually pretty close to the Three Stags. You'll probably be able to see it once you get up there. So most of the
Excellent.
stuff, there's a lot of stuff in that general area. It's like a town square, and then there's a smithy up there, and just some other things you might find interesting.
Let's go before I put my foot any further in my mouth.
All right, well, you all have a good night and stay out of
Excellent.
trouble.
you too, my friend. Have a good night.
Kind of waves.
Owen will tap his staff on the ground. Illuminous. And he gets angry because the shit should be working. And the tip of his staff lights
Nice.
with a magical glow. How pretty.
That is
How
pretty.
old are you, my friend? In elf years.
Does that look dumb?
I have
You don't even know your age. How
I
silly.
have lived probably 2 of your lifetimes.
Really? And you can't even cast a torch spell.
Hey, to you it looked like it went off no problem.
Well,
He saw you get a little angry. I mean, you did have to get a little angry.
I smacked it pretty hard. I'm aggressive. That's all it is. I'm aggressive.
yeah. Well, I remember your attempt at the lightning not too long ago.
Yeah, it worked just the wrong way.
But maybe we'll be more careful in the future.
Never.
The one
That's
thing I've
that
learned from watching Nefarious and playing with Nefarious is he is not careful with his characters.
They
Nah.
make the story better though, so
Yeah.
hello.
YOLO.
So Hardy does, after you say your farewells, he goes back up into the tower and kind of resumes his post along the top. You can see as he gets up there, he starts, talking to some of the others. He definitely has a position of command here at this gate. So you can tell that all the other soldiers around here, all the other guards, definitely respect that man.
Cool.
So
I do
where
too.
are we going?
I guess.
The end.
Wouldn't it be so funny if we didn't go to the inn?
Do whatever you
Well, what
want.
is that?
Yeah. Let's
Well,
go on
I
another
mean,
adventure.
there is that ominous
Throw for a loop.
path that goes up straight up that side there. I mean,
Yeah, I want to ask about that at the end for sure. But yeah, let's go to the inn. I will attempt to get us a couple rooms.
I love this whole campaign is just going to be you all being like, let's see what we think Eric has planned, and then we'll do something else.
Just makes it more fun for us.
Of course, yeah. I'll go with whatever. You know what? I'll do whatever. But most of the shops are closed. Okay, that's already been established. So you do what you want beyond that. Oh, now we're just breaking into shops. I should have kept
Yeah,
my
now
mouth
we're
shut.
breaking it. Great. Now you're making us commit crimes.
Yeah, I'm making you.
Yep.
If you'd
All
have just
right.
left them open till midnight, we wouldn't have had to steal all this shit.
yeah,
What are you doing?
it's all your fault.
Yep. All right. Yeah, let's go to the inn. It's up here, right? Oh, that's not.
Okay.
What's
We come around to the inn. So yeah, the inn would be like this big building here.
yeah. Oh, now it works. Rude. My token controls weren't working for a minute.
All right. Heading to the inn.
Excellent.
So yeah, as you step into the inn, the first thing you notice is that it is rather crowded. Lero does not come with you. He's gone. So you walk in and you can just, the sounds of people kind of hit you. And you look around and there are quite a few people here just drinking and chatting. And then as you come in, it's kind of like one of those Westerns, right? You guys open the door and then everybody just kind of turns and looks. And for the most part, though, they don't really pay you much mind. Just kind of see who came in and then go back to their drinks. One woman, however, does come up, and this woman here just kind of comes over to you as you come in. You first, since you walked in first, Beyonce, and she just goes,
Yeah.
welcome to the Three Stags. How can I help you?
Well, hi, Sugar. We were just wondering if you had any open rooms tonight.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple open rooms. How many people you got wanting to stay?
A couple people. So, how much is it per room?
Well, right now we have had quite a couple people coming through, so we're doing a gold a room tonight. There's been a little bit of, a lot of traffic here lately for some reason. One other caravan just kind of came through. Are you all with the caravan that just showed up?
We sure are, honey.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We did hear word there's some kind of commotion going on down there.
Yeah, I know. I have a couple fans. It's all right, but they will keep their mind.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm Van Hild. I own this place. I run this place. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
Oh, sure. I am the Beyonce.
Oh, the Beyonce, huh? Okay,
Can
okay.
I like do this and like do this and like maybe have my quackers like in the background?
She just kind of looks you up and down. Okay. I'm taking it that you're some kind of performer.
Sure am.
You know, it's been a while since we had some live music in here if you're feeling up for helping liven the mood a little bit.
Is that piano open?
That piano sugar's been open for years.
I'll go ahead and check if it's tuned. Before I do though, if you don't mindin', maybe if my music is good enough to maybe get you some people drinking faster, maybe you'll give us a little discount on the room?
Give me a persuasion check.
Absolutely, I can
This
do
will
that.
just be a straight one.
Yeah. Nothing I do is straight.
Nice.
She kind of looks you up and down. All right, honey, tell you what. If you put on a good show, you get these people all in the mood to be spending some coin on their drink. We'll see what we can do.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna go to the piano and
Start
tickle
to
the
play.
ivories. Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. Beyonce moves over and starts playing some tunes on the piano. And this is where, again, I ask Bubbles to suspend a little bit of disbelief because I don't have specifically piano and or flute music. We're just getting tavern music.
I love it.
So
Great.
you're whatever's playing. You'll happen to notice, I will say, there's like a little lute next to it, though. So perhaps you're playing whatever you feel like at the moment.
Yeah, whichever one is tuned better. I'm gonna look at both of you. I'm gonna look back at both of you and sort of wink, and hope that you guys follow my lead and maybe convince people to drink.
Well, I'm gonna go sit on this beautiful couch here. Oh, what a lovely sofa. Oh, it's so soft. With this old man. My back. Oh, what a comfortable place this is. And I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy Beyonce's music as it
Okay.
fills my ears.
Perfect. All right. And what about you, Fulwin?
Go to the bar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just kind of listen, see what the people around me are talking about.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Go ahead. Give me an awareness roll. And then, by the way, we'll
Alrighty.
go back to her business. She'll be coming up, just kind of going around, talking to random people, seeing how they're doing. Failed with a
Fantastic. Fantastic.
As you go over, you're walking past this table here, and you'll notice there's a bunch of people there that just look, I don't know, kind of rowdy. And as you're walking by, they all clam up. Whatever they were talking about that you would be able to hear, they just stop talking. One of them is a mallard, I want to say similar to Beyonce, but in many ways very, very different. Their feathers are very green with a yellow beak, and they've got their hood up, and they just kind of start glaring at you, and one eye just kind of goes up. The ones sitting with them also kind of get really quiet, and they just kind of watch you pass. And the mallard is just takes his drink and just waits until you're out of earshot before he leans back in and starts whispering to the people at the table, and you can't make out what they're saying. After you get over
Alrighty.
there, though, the waitress comes over. Excuse me, sir. Can I get you anything to drink?
Do you have any wine?
We have various kinds. What kind are you looking for in particular?
The best that you have.
Oh, I mean, the best that we have does run a little expensive. Are you wanting just a glass, a whole bottle?
I'll take the glass.
Okay. Like I said, if you're wanting the best, that's still a gold per glass. It's imported from very, very far away, and it is hard to get things up here. So, is that okay?
Yes.
All right. Give me just a second. She will go off behind the bar and kind of poking around for a little bit, and eventually comes back with this nice glass of red wine. And you can tell by looking at it that it is a very fine vintage. You know, if you do the little swirly thing, I don't know how well versed you are in wine as your character, as Beyonce picks up the pace a little bit with her music.
And Bond starts dancing, gets up and starts dancing around.
Yeah, I would think after 150 plus years of drinking wine, he's pretty
well versed.
connoisseur. Yeah.
You really seem to know your wine.
It's a hobby. One of my few vices.
Yeah. I saw you and the group that came in together. You came with the caravan, right?
Yes.
Man, that must have been a long journey. Are you all like merchants of some kind, or what's your deal?
Well, the individual that owns the caravan is a merchant, obviously. As you can see, the mallard over there is former. I believe the crazy old man, I guess he considers that dancing. He's one of scholarly profession.
Give me a performance check, Vaughn. I just want to see.
Oh, for dancing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Beyonce, you give me one too. For this lively tune.
Does his give me a boot if he does good? If he dances well?
You know what? Let's see. I'll do that, yeah. Because he will be assisting you in this. Because if he's doing a really good job dancing, then other people might be getting into it.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's see. Let's see what you got.
Ooh.
Fail.
I almost had it. I almost had a 2 out of 6.
I think Vaughn thinks he's dancing really well. But these two people in particular, the ones that are just kind of by the fireplace that he's dancing near, they seem to be trying to have like a private conversation, and they just keep watching this old man flail about. And it seems to be kind of killing the vibe for them. So you give me a performance check, but it'll be a straight performance check. Succeeded. Them, on the other hand, they are, whatever. These two down here, though, nearest you, are really getting into it. They've been clapping along with you. This lady in the corner, she's, kind of subtly tapping her foot, but otherwise just remaining disengaged from most of the people. These people at this table, though, they're starting to get a little bit more rowdy. And they have ordered another round of drinks, and they do seem to be enjoying your music, though. So.
And then
we're gonna have to do a quackers count by the end of this night.
Yep, we'll have to. What are you up to? 11?
11.
Is that your number? Okay.
So after describing my party members, I tipped the waitress 3 silver.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your drink. If you need anything else, just let me know.
Mm.
And then with that,
Your name?
My name is Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Well, Annabelle.
Thank you.
Some people call me Annabelle for short.
Annabella is much, much more fluent of the tongue.
Putting the moves.
Well, Annabella then. She gives you a little wink, and then she will go on back to this table with the rowdy people just to see if they need anything else to drink. Which you can hear them actually all ordering another round.
And I'm going to try to flag a waitress down whenever she has a minute.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a minute as she's kind of dealing with these people, but eventually she does see that you're trying to get her, and she'll come over. Yes, can I get you something?
Hi, my lady. I'm feeling so jolly right now. The Beyonce's music is just livening me up in that long journey. I feel euphoric at the moment, and I feel like celebrating. So, I'd like to have a picture of your fine red wine that you mentioned.
We have various red wines. Do you want, do you have a particular type of grape that you prefer?
I like a specific Shiraz grape, specifically from down under. I love it when it's grown in that heat.
Okay, I think we have some of that. I can go check. You said you wanted a pitcher. Did you mean a bottle?
Sure, a bottle. The largest container you have. Tonight I am getting drunk. Why not?
Okay, fair enough. I will be right back. And she will go and she's gone for a little bit, but eventually she comes back. I did actually manage to find one. This is a very good year. It is rather expensive for the bottle, though. I mean, this will run you 5 gold for this bottle.
5 gold? Oh my god, just for liquid.
Well, you did ask for a very rare grape from a very specific region, and importing here is very difficult. Now, I can find you we have much cheaper wines than this. I can find you for sure.
But Beyonce is entertaining you all. Can the owner give us a deal on this wine for free entertainment for your guests?
Maybe. I can't. I just work here. I can't authorize that. Otherwise, I'm gonna just end up paying for it. So if you'd like to take that up with Van Hield, you can.
All I got is 4 silver.
I do have some wine I can get for that price if you're willing to switch.
Okay, very well indeed.
Now,
Give me that horrible, crappy wine.
If you want this, I do still have it if you change your mind.
No, here, take the full silver. Give me whatever you got. I don't care. I just want to drink.
Okay. So she goes back and she's gone for a minute and she comes back out with another bottle. And this one is just, it just, you can tell right away it's not going to be as good. Actually, is it in a box? I think it's in a box.
Does it smell real bad?
It smells okay. It has a little bit of that vinegar tang to it. You know that it'll probably do the trick, but it won't be anywhere near as pleasant getting there as the other would have been. But it's much cheaper. It's the Bud Light of wine.
Well, it doesn't smell too good. How much are you asking for that?
This is 3 silver for the bottle.
Very well, here you go. 3 silver.
She takes it.
I just
hesitates for a second. What are you gonna say?
I'm just gonna go to a table and sit down. I'll go by myself over here and drink.
Okay.
This is the most old man thing I think your character has ever done.
I know, it's great. And no one's even these two over here are like,
yeah, and she ain't getting a tip too for
didn't
that
even tip her.
crappy wine.
Like it's her fault. Okay. As the night goes on, you all in your separate corners doing everything, the place starts to thin out a little bit. At some point, very loudly, the mallard kind of stands up, scoots his chair back, just kind of looks around at the others and nods, and they all stand up as well. And these 5 just start making their way out. So they just kind of leave the bar.
Are any
Making
of them looking at me as they leave?
They're all kind of shooting just glances at everybody. So as you're leaving, the mallard looks at you and just gives you this like kind of nasty look. Doesn't say anything. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give a very playful wink. Like
Okay.
Just for fun.
Just kind of huffs and leaves the bar.
Y'all
Yeah.
come back now, you hear?
Eventually, as the night drags on, things start to quiet down a little bit. Not many people left. Annabella keeps going around, just, checking on things. Van Hill kind of is at this point just over by the fireplace chatting with these people.
Annabella,
Yeah.
what
Can you do
was
something?
what was the deal with the individuals at the table over there?
Oh,
Are they normally that dour?
yes, they're in here all the time. That's, I believe his name, Quasimund, something like that. He's a regular here, but I try not to really get too close to him. He just always seems in a bad mood, and he always travels with those people that, they're just kind of rowdy. They never really cause any trouble, like harm, but they're just kind of rude and they're like ruffians.
Hmm. Anything else? Do they have businesses here, or?
I'm not really sure what they do, to be honest. Most of the time when someone gets in trouble in this town, it's usually one of his, well, we call them thugs, that kind of hang around with him. I heard rumors that he, came here looking for something, and I think that he didn't find it. And now he just kind of drinks his days away here.
Such a sad story. Unfortunately, all too common.
That's probably why he's so angry.
Now, is that the mallard?
That was the mallard, yeah.
Well, they always have a piss poor attitude anyway.
As you say that, Beyonce's over there like, yeah!
Well, thank you.
Can I get you anything else at the moment?
I think I'm good for now.
Okay. She'll kind of continue to make her rounds. She will come down to you, Beyonce, because she has not yet really been able to. Oops.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'm
I just
doing
did.
like a quiet, if I have definitely been good at reading the room, and it's, a quiet little, evening, just a little something for people to relax and talk.
Sure. Excuse me. I just wanted to say that I thought that was parts lovely, parts just rousing, entertaining. It was nice to have some live music in here again. It's been a long time. A really
Yeah,
long
sure,
time.
man. I'm happy to provide.
Can I get you
You
anything to
doing
drink?
all right?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So have you what brings you to Outskirt?
Well, I was traveling with that caravan, and I'm just trying to get my name out there and see if anybody has heard it or would like to hear it in the future.
And what name would that be?
Beyonce.
Wow.
I'm
As you say that,
live forever.
there's like your quackers are like super sleepy and half of them are drunk. They're like, Beyonce! Yeah. And then one of them just kind of passes out on the side of the piano. Well,
Excellent.
you do seem to have already made a couple fans. We did have some people that were a little generous with their tips tonight, I think, because of your music. So I appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for. Has everybody been generous with those tips? You feeling good? You've been paid well
I think
tonight?
so. I think it, well, she kind of gives a sideways glance over at Vaughn. Most people have been generous, and let's just leave it at that. And
I seen that, mistress. Yes, I guess I should have gave you a tip. Do you have change for silver? You get some coppers?
I do. And
Well,
she kind
I'll
of
give
like
you 1 silver, and you give me 9 coppers back, and
she
I'll give you a
fishes in
copper.
to like this little pocket in her apron and starts taking things out. Here you go, sir. Thank you so much.
No problem. My pleasure.
She turns back to you, Picante, and there's just this moment where she gives you this look like, oh my God. Like this, the look just says that son of a bitch.
Yeah. I get that. I'm gonna give her a little wink and like with one hand like playing, I'm gonna just toss her a silver and be like, "You pay him no mind. He's just a little cranky."
Thank you. Can I get you something to drink? On the house.
Why, thank you. I will take a nice simple ale if you don't mind.
Sure. I'll
Oh,
do
I
that.
should have said, got any grapes?
Oh man, you should have. Oh man, you missed the. That would have played in so well to not only the wine thing. Oh man, you know that's gonna be stuck in my head the rest of the night now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyway, so she waddled away, and so she'll go and busy herself getting that. Eventually brings it back. As the night's dragging on, Van Hill kind of walks back over. All right, Sugar, come on over here. I think we were going to talk about some rooms. Plus, come give me some company. I need to sit down and get off my feet. She kind of goes over and pulls up one of the chairs. Come on now, y'all. Don't be shy.
Sure, sugar.
Oh, God, that feels good. Been on my feet all fucking day. Oh, I'm sorry. Been on my feet all day. Sorry, I will say, I found myself a little swept up in your performance. I may have had myself a little some too. Don't usually let myself enjoy while on the job, but business was good tonight. Give me
Life's too
one.
short to not enjoy your night.
So give me a persuasion check with a boon. Ooh,
Ooh.
you can push
Ooh.
if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna be exhausted on account of I just been playing all night.
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
That'll
great.
work.
That was a good idea.
She looks at you. All right, you win. Y'all can stay here tonight for free. Now, I can't offer you that long term because I'd go broke, but we might be able to make an arrangement if you can keep bringing people in like that now.
You know, I would be happy to. And I was actually going to talk to you now that you've heard my playing. If you wouldn't mind me setting up maybe a little concert, having more people come in, getting the word out that I'm going to be playing here.
Oh, you want to have like a formal concert, huh? I think that we could probably arrange that. I mean, the house would need to take a little bit of a cut, of course, since we're providing the venue, but I think we could come to some kind of an agreement.
I believe that will be preferable to all of us.
Well, all right. Sounds good to me. Now, tell me, what brings you here? Let's talk. Why you here? What are you looking for? How was your trip up here? Got any exciting rumors or stories you can tell us? We eat that shit up in here.
I'm sure you do.
Well, I don't know if you've heard, but our illustrious Mallard here, on her own, slayed 2 cave trolls.
Get the fuck
Quite
out of here! You
amazing at
didn't
it.
kill 2 cave trolls. Where'd you even find a cave troll?
The cave, if you can believe it.
Well, yeah. I mean, where's the? You're not talking about that cave on the way through the pass up there, are you? Shit, is that what's up in there?
Not anymore.
You know that there. Have you seen a map? That place has been marked off on most maps as a big "Don't go there." I'm assuming you
Well,
couldn't have seen
she
that,
may
otherwise,
be
who in your
she
right
may be a
mind?
fighter, but common
We're not
sense
very
might not
good.
be so common.
We're not very good at listening to instructions now, are we?
You know, that might actually serve you well up here. Probably came to the right place.
What's the deal with that structure in the middle of town?
Structure? Oh, are you talking about the temple?
Yeah, well, if that's what it is, yes.
So, well, what do you want to know? How much do you know, actually? I mean, what did you all learn before you came up here to Outskirts? Awful long way. I'm assuming your caravan master kind of informed you about what you were walking into.
No, he had a tendency to just talk about gold and
Hmm.
riches and finance, things like that. I don't know. Vaughn, it is correct. Have you studied anything about it, this town, or anything?
No, that's one of the reason why I chose to come to take this caravan, because I know nothing about this town. It's a complete mystery to me, and all these lands surrounding it.
Well, all right. Well, I think I can help clear out some of that for you. That's what we call locally the Dragon Temple. So actually, the whole town was built around it. So I don't know how much you know about the Dragon Emperor, the Dragon Empire, all that stuff. The whole Misty Vale here used to be, oh God, that was so long ago. I mean, probably, shit, I don't even know how long ago, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, there was a temple to the Dragon Emperor right here on this spot, and then we just kind of, well, not we, I wasn't alive back then, but the whole place just kind of built up around it. There's rumors that there's something down there, but no one's really been able to get into it.
Why is that?
Uh,
Sorry, what was the question?
Why couldn't nobody get into it? What's stopping them?
Well, the place is locked up, actually. There is, and actually, that's one of the rumors been swirling around. A lot of people up here have been looking for it. Um, Actually, there is thought to be a key. There's a spot in there that looks like there's some kind of key, or some kind of I don't know, some kind of fixture that would fit in there that kind of opens up what we assume is some kind of secret door. Now, what that is that would fit in there? Oh, lost to time. There's some rumors, some thoughts. Maybe it's some kind of, I don't know, like little trinket, statue, or something of some kind.
I would like
Vaguely broken
to.
foot shaped.
Yeah, I'd like to make a myth and legends roll to see if I
Go for it.
remember anything about this in the Elven libraries.
Go for it. Succeeded. You know a couple things. I mean, you've been around a long time. You would know. You would know about Eladane. So Eladane was basically the one that they refer to as the Dragon Emperor. Okay, he lived a long, long time ago, and he was the one that lived in this area, and it was him that uh, basically made an alliance with the dragons back in the time to help cast out some demon whose name is escaping you at the moment. Yeah, that was kind of lost. This was all a lot of human stuff, so you didn't have the full details being an elf.
Human
But
stuff.
but essentially, he was somehow able to cast them out and ruled this land for quite a while until his death. From there, things get a little hazy between like history and what happened because of how the Misty Veil kind of got shut off from the rest of the world. Um, but yeah, the Dragon Emperor, the Dragon Empire, and the name Eladane do stick out to you.
And nothing about a key or secret door to this spot here, or
No, not in particular for that. No,
all right.
she might have more information, being because she's lived here, but just that kind of information wouldn't have readily escaped the Veil, based on the history of the Veil. Now, she kind of looks around. She notices your curiosity, though. There's rumors about what's down there, and that's what most people are trying to. That's what most people are trying to crack open. So, how much do you all know about the Dragon Emperor, and more importantly, how much do you know about Umdurman? She just kind of
It's
sits.
Eladane, right?
Ah, somebody knows their history a little bit. What about the words Umdurman? Does that ring a bell to anybody? She kind of looks around expectantly at the
What
two older people.
what would I roll to see if I know that?
I will give you, let's see. We'll do one more myth and legends now that she's mentioned it. And anybody who wants to can. Beyonce will do it with a Bane.
Yeah.
I have. I'm kind of tired. It's been a day. Nope, I have not heard of that name.
Okay.
I'm
Did you
gonna
roll?
roll.
Did you roll, Vaughn?
Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, dragon.
nobody. Hey, that's nice though. At least it marks it for you. She looks around at you and kind of realizes that no one really knows. Well, rumors have it, this Umdurman was a sword Eladane himself forged 800 years ago at this point. This whole area here was a big battlefield for demons and dragons. Uh, they called it Umdurman, that's its name, but it also was called the Blade of Life. Said it was made to maintain the balance between order and chaos. The thing about this thing, it's said to be able to kill any demon or dragon in a single slice. It's a weapon for the free and unbound against the ancient evils. Problem is, in the wrong hands, it become a weapon for tyranny. It's like anything else, I suppose. If the demons or something got a hold of it, they could easily just use it against the dragons, too. Now, it's said that after Eladane's death, the sword was buried in a crypt that can only be opened by that special key. Again, people don't really know exactly what it is. The leading rumor, though, is that it is some kind of statue or something that's been broken apart. The idea,
Interesting.
the idea
No.
being that, hopefully no one person would just have this. But
All right. So, like, if you were to find something on a dying man chased by goblins, probably be a bad idea to give it to him, right?
I would imagine so. Yeah, I mean that seems really specific. Did you find something on a dying man and give it to the goblins?
Nope.
Me, no, I did not.
I might have. He was a curious little devil, him, but cute. He was a little cute too. But yeah,
So two
it
things
was a
here.
broken statue. Anyways,
First of all,
I just thought I'd.
did you actually find like a shit?
Not
That
a
might mean
Bennett.
that's true. Shit, well, hold on, that's not good though. So that's been the leading theory. So there is a rumor, or a story that there was a statue of Eladane that they broke into 4 different pieces. They said they broke it into 4 pieces one for each direction that he ruled or something crazy like that. I guess, that everywhere. Now, naturally, people kind of put those two together and they just kind of assume that that would be the key. If it is, you might have given away part of the key to a goblin. That's not
Well,
good.
if he's just a little goblin, what can he do with it anyway? He'll probably just bury it in the dirt. So the sword is
well,
probably best
true.
left untouched by anybody anyway.
I'm sure it is. I mean, there's two philosophies to that. One, it's best to leave it alone. The other one is, though, I mean, if the good people leave it alone, maybe the bad ones won't. So we do have some people that are trying to get it and, for historical accuracy, put it in a museum or something like that. I'm sure some people want to try to sell it, which would be dumb. But I will tell you, it has caused quite the stir around these parts recently.
Well, now that I think of it, maybe I should not have gave the goblin that statue. If it was a statue you're talking about, it might not have been.
Good. I have no idea. I didn't see it. And again, these are all just rumors and hearsay. I mean, we're talking about things that happened 800 years ago. These things get
Yes.
passed down from generation to generation. Who knows how much of them's actually true?
Tell me, my lifelong dream is to see a dragon. I would just always want to see a dragon. Have you seen any dragons in these parts?
No, we haven't seen dragons in these parts in a while. Now, there's probably some still around, but I myself haven't. Man, that would be nice to see one, though, wouldn't it?
Yes. One day I will. Before I die, I want to see one.
I hope you do. She kind of reaches
Well,
over
I'm
her
sure
side.
it'd be just before you died, yes.
Well, they're supposed to be good dragons, aren't they? For the law and order, which I am strongly a supporter of.
Yeah, as long as you don't piss them off or they don't think you're a demon or something, you should be fine. She kind of reaches down and you notice that she's got a mace that kind of hangs off of her side that she just kind of caresses gently. Oh, reminds me of my days. I had dreams too. Got most of them accomplished, but never did get to see that dragon.
That was an adventure once till I took an arrow to the knee.
She goes, "Oh, my knee." She props her foot up on one of the chairs. Lots of pop culture references from Beyonce tonight.
I'm in rare form. Well, thank you very much. I think, gents, maybe we might want to go get some rest and maybe explore the town tomorrow.
That temple sounds very intriguing. Too bad we
Maybe
don't have the key.
Maybe track down some goblins.
Yeah, maybe take a look at it, see if it might be. Who knows? Maybe it's a statue of a dog and not a foot.
Y'all are more than welcome to. I mean, it's late and it's dark, but if no one's stopping you if you want to walk around for a bit. Temple's quite nice at night, actually, if you wanted to go take a look.
Maybe could use a little walk.
Yeah.
What do you think there, Elfie?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I can't access your name anywhere, so I don't see where it is.
Volwyn.
It's Volwyn. Volwyn Lockless.
Volwyn, okay. Well, Volwyn, what do you think? Would you care to go for a walk to check the temple out?
Sure.
Right.
Cool. We'll come
She
back.
stands
We'll
up.
be back.
Kind of pops her back. Well, it was good talking to you. And she picks up the chair, turns it over, and just kind of places it on the table. I'm gonna get this place put back together, and I'll get your rooms ready whenever you're here. Oh, 1 second. She runs back behind the counter and comes back and just hands you 2 keys. So you got 2 rooms. Here's your rooms upstairs. They're all numbered. You'll be able to find one. You're in 3 and 4. Just come back, go on up when you're ready, and then hope to see you tomorrow for breakfast.
Thank you very much. You've been very pleasant to us. Thank you.
I do my best. Have a good night.
All right, I guess we're going.
Beyonce,
Yeah.
I could be a little naive at times. My weakness is reckless, and maybe it wasn't too wise of me to give the statue to the goblin, or
I
even
think,
tell this lady about it.
yeah, I think that was a little reckless, but you were preserving the lives of the people at the camp, so I don't blame you at all for giving that statue up. We'll find the other pieces if that's what it is, and we'll get it back.
Well, thank you for understanding.
I mean,
Okay.
hindsight's 20/20, right?
I don't know. I think it was pretty clear at that time not to give. Anyway, let's go check out the.
This is not going to come back to bite us in the butt, is it?
I loved that because as as we were doing the camp scene, I'm like, I wonder if a goblin came back. If they'd give it to him.
Yeah, why not?
And you did. Love it. Love it. So you're gonna make your way down to the
Yeah,
temple area. Is that
maybe we'll just, take a walk around the town and check out the temple before we, head to bed.
okay?
Yeah. But if you would have gave the statue to Lyro, he wouldn't have gave it to the goblin. I know that for sure.
All right. So again, the temple is there kind of in the middle. And once you go back out, it is dark now. You've been in there for a while, you've been playing for a while. While you were in there, you would have been able to eat too. So you had a little bit of a rest. So you can take if you needed it, a stretch rest. That's the middle one, right?
Oh yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
I
need
got
it.
all my willpower points, so I don't
Okay.
even know. I only have. Oh well. I do have exhausted. I'll be fine. Strength is not the thing that I'm worried about.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, at this point, it's dark, it's late. Vaughn, actually, you specifically said you were drinking to get drunk. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. You're stumbling a little bit because you did specifically say that. So
Okay.
you're stumbling around just a little bit, and the others kind of have to help guide you. You're probably feeling pretty good though. As you make your way, the streets are very quiet at this time of night. Most people are probably in bed already. And you make your way up into the center of the town, up this little hill, in the very middle of the village. And you'll see that there's from this point, when you get close to it, it's obviously a temple. And you can see the weathered pillars and the remains of what looks like a circular wall. And then at the crest of it stands a magnificent, crumbled, just a temple like itself is just magnificent, but starting to fall apart with disuse and just time. So it seems like people aren't really keeping it up necessarily, and it's just slowly kind of crumbling away as time goes on. It's peaceful though. Like when you get up here, there's just like a calm that kind of comes over you. It kind of overlooks the rest of the city, and from this vantage point, it's the highest point in the city. So you can see all of the little lights down below from what people are still awake that have candles lit in their windows. And there's just this sense of ancient mystery that's here. You can all give me a myths and legends roll.
Bowen, what's your myths and legends? I'm just curious.
14.
Same as me.
Which is what Beyonce
Same.
rolled.
And mine's 14, so I just got it.
Oh, nice.
Taking a stretch rest. The condition of your choice. All right. And myth and legends. Success.
Excellent. We all know whatever this is.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So you're looking at this place, and you've it's kind of there's like a big circular main building that's in disrepair. But you can see that the ceiling is covered like with some kind of huge symbol. And after you look at it, it actually dawns on all of you that it's like a stylized crown, and it's of the same kind as those that you've seen around on other milestones of the Misty Vale. So now that you've seen this, as you saw one on your way in, now it's starting to kind of connect back together. Oh, this must be the symbol of like the Dragon Empire or something like that. As you're preparing to go closer, though, you actually everybody give me an awareness roll.
Mm,
Oh,
Oh
Demon.
that's cool. I need to up that anyways.
Okay, what'd we get? Did we did you roll, Vaughn? Vaughn, okay,
Yeah,
you
I've
rolled. Okay.
succeeded.
The other two start to go, but you see a figure a little ways ahead of you already that seems to be trying to be sneaky and succeeding with the other two, sneaking into the temple ahead of you. They didn't seem to notice you.
I'm finishing the box of wine. Trying to get every drop out of it. Go in there, I just throw it to the ground. Like, Bowen, with your elf eyes, you see that? Is that something there, or is this my tipsiness? I see something sneaking around over there.
look to where he's pointing out.
At this point, the figure has slipped into the temple itself. So when you look in that direction, you don't see anything. Just the doorway into the temple.
I don't see anything.
I swear I saw something. And you notice that he's really intoxicated. And he
Right.
trips over a little bit.
Did it look a little bit like a pink elephant?
Well, I'm sure I saw something, Bowman. These eyes
We'll keep
never miss a thing.
We'll keep an eye out.
Cool.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should draw your weapon.
I have a weapon out already.
Oh yeah, you do. Okay, let's go. Maybe he could open the door for us. If it's someone at all.
You know, all I know is why. Never mind. It's like for some reason I seem like to be the one always in the front.
Yeah, right?
And it's never like a fighter. It's always squishy guys.
It's just wondering who's gonna go first.
Yeah, I mean, if
Let's
you
go.
Sure as hell you're not going to let a drunken old man go first, are
Yeah, I
you?
know. That's what I was thinking. Is like, okay, I got to
Yeah.
go first again. Here we go.
I mean, in theory, if you want to get in the back, as long as your light can light up all of us, I can get in the front because I have a sword. At the very least, I have a sword.
So who's going
That's
first?
not something Volan would do. Volan will go first.
All right, then I'll stick
Brave.
in the
brave
back just
man.
Brave Sir Volan.
in case.
Okay. As you guys make your way slowly up to the temple, are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just gonna kind of walk up,
No.
lights on and everything?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you see my light?
I do. I'm asking
The
if you're keeping.
rainbow?
So it's kind of hard to be stealthy when you have a giant light on the top
Well,
of your
I'm
staff.
asking if you want to kill it. You could do that
No.
if you wanted to.
I like to be able to see where I'm going.
We will be quiet but not stealthy.
Quiet but not
don't-
stealthy.
Don't elves have dark vision in Dragonbane?
No,
Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing.
no,
Probably
think
not.
so.
Is it not?
don't
That
think so.
sucks in D&D for GMs that have the dark vision all the time, so it's probably good.
Yeah, just throw them into some magical darkness. They can't
Exactly.
deal with it.
Well, I mean, you still gotta, realize it's only dim vision, so there's still penalties to stuff.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
So,
We're playing
uh,
Dragonbane. Let's go.
as you're walking up, right as you get to the opening, the door of this temple, you hear a very familiar, and actually, you don't hear a familiar Bolwyn, but the other two hear a very familiar, like just ear-piercing squeak that kind of makes you shudder as a bat just flies out right into your face, and it kind of flutters around a little bit, not expecting you there, Volwyn, and then it just flies up and off over the roofs of the cities.
So I'm assuming that wasn't the bat that made that yelp.
No, yeah, it was just a weird bat squeak. I don't know how to do a bat noise, so I'm not gonna try.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find a bat noise in here. Nope, I don't have a bat noise.
Well,
Flat
maybe
tire.
maybe you may have seen somebody because let's see, the bat may have been disturbed.
You sure we didn't disturb it?
Haven't even gone in yet.
Fair.
Unless the, smell from Vaughn disturbed it, but
If we don't keep moving, we might get a vomit.
That's a pun. That's a boon.
All right.
Excellent.
Well, let's be careful going in, everybody. We don't want to run afoul of anything dangerous.
That's 2 for 2. You're up, Vaughn.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No, I'm bad at puns. Forget it.
Okay.
You'll get there.
As you walk in, give me an awareness roll. Everybody that's kind of looking around.
Ooh.
Do I get a boon or bane because I'm drunk?
Probably on this, yeah.
Oh, good. That one succeeded.
So did mine.
Succeed,
No.
fail.
Oh,
for
how the
Vaughn.
turns have tabled.
Okay, so as you go in with your light kind of blaring, you look around and there is a figure that's got their hood up that seems to be trying to they've kind of frozen and they're kind of backed up with their back against the wall, just kind of watching, hoping to hide in the shadows. But as you come in with the light, it's very easy to see the person that's there trying to hide as they just kind of freeze and watch you.
Hello,
Sorry,
friend.
I wasn't expecting anybody. Oh,
And you are?
it's you. She steps forward and she puts her head down, or her head. She puts her hood down, and you see Annabella kind of stepping
Sure.
forward.
Hmm.
She gave me quite the startle. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question, honey. What are you doing out here all this late at night?
Oh, just out for a stroll.
Annabella, please, let's not go through this dance.
Well, what were you doing here? I'm assuming you weren't just out for a stroll either.
No, we were told we can come look at this place if we want. Apparently, there's rumors of a statue broken into 4 pieces that forms a key to open this area up, and we were coming to see if we could find where this said key would go and get an idea of what it looks like.
Oh, so you've heard about the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have reason to want to retrieve the sword?
Yes. I'm an adventurer. That's what I do.
She kind of looks at the 3 of you. She kind of moves around back to the door and just kind of looks out and looks both ways.
If she's going to look towards the door, I always interpose myself between her and the door.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to keep me from leaving?
You haven't answered my question. I've answered yours.
She looks over at you, Beyonce. Is he always like this? I'm starting to feel threatened for my life. Someone not letting me leave this. Is he like this all the time? Should I be afraid?
No, honey, we don't mean no harm. We're just trying to keep you safe, and we're trying to keep everybody safe.
I don't feel very safe when someone's not letting me leave this room. If I would like to leave this room, that doesn't make me feel safe. I would ask that you step aside, please.
Sure, honey. And I'm gonna look at you and be like, "We will see you later at the bar, at the inn bar inn."
It's a shame, Annabella. I was starting to like you, but feel free.
I was starting to like you too, actually. But I don't really appreciate when someone tries to trap me in a room.
Well, I always believe that a good foundation for a relationship is trust and honesty, and I don't feel that coming from you, my dear.
Trust and honesty. Yes, I was starting to trust you until you, again, stepped in front of me when I was walking towards the door. By the way, I wasn't going to leave. Shows how much you trust me. With that, she pushes past you.
Now I'm starting to like you again.
When she gets to the door, she stops and looks over her shoulder. Beyonce, if you want to talk, come find me at the inn later.
Sure, honey.
And she
You be
looks
safe
back.
getting home.
She looks back at you, Volin. And just so you know, it's not very nice to cut off a lady when she's trying to go for the door. That will get you in trouble around here. Just so you know. She turns and then leaves.
What was that
She
all
almost
about?
blew her whistle on you, dude.
Yeah.
Walwyn, what did you do? What happened?
I don't know. So apparently, she got her nethers in a wad. She's out here skulking around, asking questions. I asked a question, and it looked like she was trying to flee. I just wanted an answer. Some are
For all
like that.
For all we know, she could have been out here with meeting a late night lover, and we just happened to catch her off guard. I wouldn't think much of it.
Oh, I
I think
don't. The lifespan of a human is nothing to me.
well, you might be right about that.
I haven't looked it up.
I've seen many come and go. It's a curse as well as a benefit.
I haven't looked it up, but what's the lifespan of a mallard?
Depends how good they are at hiding there in hunting season.
Rabbit season.
Nice. All right, you all are here. While you're here, the temple itself is spacious, but it has fallen into disarray. No one has worshipped here in a while. You can tell that people come here, but it's more probably adventurers, late night people looking for the treasure. No one's really used it as a, temple in a while.
Right.
But what do you want to do?
I'm going to see if I can find where this said key goes into the, I guess it was a secret door, she said.
Find hidden object or find
Yeah,
hidden
spot hidden.
spaces. Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody who's looking for it, give me a spot hidden. Again, Vaughn, you got to do it with a bane. I hope you all fail and
I'm
Vaughn
gonna use
gets it,
my boon.
and he just drunkenly stumbles into it.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna use my.
Oh, I got a dragon and look at that! I got a dragon and a demon. Can you believe
Correct.
that?
Oh wow, no, that's awesome though.
I'm disheartened over the situation, which didn't do me any good. So there we go. Fantastic. I do not see nothing.
You know what? I'm a little sickly at the misogyny. There we go. But I failed again because I had. Wait, why
Oh
did I
my
get?
God, what's your
Oh,
spot hidden?
7.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Vaughn, well, Vaughn, you want to push?
No, I don't like pushing. I'm a little too drunk to push it.
Okay.
So, no pushing.
It's hard to find as you're kind of looking around. The place is a kind of a mess, and you don't really know what you're looking for, whether it's an actual keyhole or what. And after you spend some time looking around, you can't find it. You can't find anything that looks like a place where you would, put something to open some kind of secret door or anything like that.
I just for giggles, I'm going to sense magic.
Okay.
Maybe it's a little dark. Maybe we could check it out again tomorrow when it's a little bit lighter.
So sense magic. What's the range on that? Does it tell you?
Yeah, 1 second here. Just have to cast it so that way it takes my willpower. So basically, with sense magic, I can sense whether the place I am in or an item I am holding is affected by magic, and if so, what kind of magic.
Okay. The place you're in is not inherently magical in and of itself. Like the actual building is not magical. And since it's only that or whether and stuff you're holding,
Right.
so yeah, you're not really getting anything because the building itself is not inherently magical. It just seems to be
Right.
a temple, which also tells you that whatever mechanism it is that opens the door is likely not a magical mechanism, but
Yeah,
some
mechanical.
kind of ancient mechanical mechanism.
Hmm,
So it is information.
that's good. Means maybe we can make something instead of a statue.
Indiana Jones it.
Maybe. Yeah.
That worked really well for him.
Yeah, it really did.
I'm gonna go to Vol and Vol. Isn't this amazing? You see that carving on the wall there, of the dragon with the sword and fighting that demon. Isn't it amazing? Like, we are standing at the place where the ancients fought. We are touching the ancients right here. Doesn't it feel? Don't you feel special to be here?
There are many places like this around.
Well, this is the first for me to be so close to the ancient artifacts.
I do apologize. I forget how short your time on this plane is and how exciting it is when you find certain things. But yes, it is as you say.
I do regret though now giving that goblin that statue. If I'd known that it would give us access to this history.
Well, I mean, you had no way of knowing. You weren't the one that found the statue, and apparently the one that did is deceased. And I guess he never got to tell you if there was a message or something from the individual that died. So, I mean, you can only do what you can do at the time. Do not stress yourself. What is meant to be will be.
Do you think there's a way to go find the goblin?
Ah, there is a very good chance we can.
I'm sure if we wait enough here, the goblin will find us.
Well,
Maybe you got a point.
not if,
Maybe he will come here. Yes.
not if they were sent to retrieve all the pieces of the statue. I mean, granted, yes, we could say. I mean, I probably could stay here until somebody eventually gets here. I don't know about you two.
Who knows? We don't even know how many more pieces of that statue, if that was even the statue that they have.
This is true. But this almost feels like it's a piece of a story that we're following. Fate's like that. It's funny in those ways. It guides you sometimes.
Sure is.
As long as it's like a guidepost and not a railroad.
Right.
Which it's already gone off the rails if that's the case anyways.
I don't think we're ever
So what
on the
now?
rails. Well, maybe we'll get more information in the morning. We'll check out some of the other shops and see if we can find more information. And maybe Vaughn, if you want to check out some of the local books, maybe there's some history on it that we don't know. But for now, I think we should go to bed and wait for Lero to get off the can.
Should we at least attempt to try to break in this place? Maybe we can get in somehow.
We don't even know where we're looking. I think it's too dark for us to even find a spot to try to open.
Yes.
And
you're
you
right, it's
need
getting
to
late.
sleep off whatever hangover you're about to wake up with tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. I'm feeling kind of tired anyway.
Okay.
And also, I'm hoping that maybe I can find that girl before she inevitably gets murdered.
Why do you assume I'm trying to murder everybody? I kill one PC and everybody's like, "Oh, he's out for blood."
Hey, you could be the best bird builder in the world, but you kill one PC, you're known as a PC, or NPC, you're known as an NPC killer. So just remember that.
Fair enough. Okay, so are you heading back to the three stags then?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So, as you come back to the three stags, at this point when you come in, it's
Everybody's
quiet.
dead.
And yeah, blood everywhere. No, it's quiet. There is only one person there, and it is Annabella, and she seems to be just cleaning up behind the counter. As she looks up and she sees you, and she stiffens just a little bit, just kind of nods.
Can
Evening.
imagine. Honey, you got any tea back there? I would love a hot cup of tea before bed.
Yeah,
I go
can
up to
fetch you
my
some tea.
room.
I'm going up to the room too. I'm tired.
She comes back out just in a little bit with some tea. Hi, here you go. She kind of looks
Did you get
around and
yourself a cup
notices it's
too?
just the two of you. I'm sorry, what?
I said, did you get yourself a cup too, honey?
No, I didn't, but she kind of looks around, noticing it's just the two of you. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get myself something a little stronger. And she goes away for just a second. Comes back. And just kind of sits up across the bar from you. Sorry about what happened. You all took me by surprise, and then your elf friend made me feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, sometimes elves, they live so long they forget how to live in the moment correctly,
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. Don't mind him none. He would have made you no harm if that helps you at all.
maybe I overreacted. I just wanted to see if anyone was listening, and when he stepped in front of me, it just, I've been in bad situations before, and it's never good when a man just steps in front of you like that. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Now tell me, what were you doing all the way up there? That seemed like it might not have been a good idea.
Well, she looks around. Can I trust you, Beyonce?
You can absolutely trust me, honey. Who am I gonna tell?
Okay. Annabella is just the name that I go by in town. My real name is Lenara. I'm actually part of a sacred organization called the Truth Society. Our goal is to bring ancient artifacts and lost knowledge back to humankind. I've been working here. I don't want to say that undercover. That sounds, I don't know. fancier than what I'm doing. I'm just trying to... You all strike me as capable adventurers, and for the most part, I like you all. Me and my associates have been trying to find the lost statue pieces for a while. Trying to get into the crypt of Eladane to retrieve the sword. We can offer to pay you if you want it, but there is just the knowledge of knowing you're fighting for a good cause. Our goal is to retrieve the sword and make sure that it's preserved. That it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, and I mean, you've seen some of the people in this town.
And outside of it too, I feel like we noticed on the way in that there was some activity, maybe looked a little heightened. I am not going to tell her about the statue or about the goblins looking for the statues just yet. I don't trust her quite yet.
Okay, sure.
But I am gonna just I'm trying to mention that bring it up to her that maybe she should be anxious about maybe bad people are actively trying to look for it. If I can convey that in a way that isn't giving away our entire game, I think that would be
Sure. So you're basically just wanting to insinuate that, so you don't want to tell her about the goblins, but that you also have reason to believe some other people are looking for it.
Yeah, and some people, unsavories are looking for it.
Okay. Yeah, we've gotten that feeling as well. I had an associate that was out looking for one, and actually he had sent word that he may have found one, but I haven't heard from him in, days. Oh God, it's probably more than a week now. I'm starting to fear that maybe something happened to him.
Oh, that is hard. What was his name?
Weatherman.
Interesting. I did not know that guy's name, so it does not matter to me. You never know.
Sure, that's right. You don't.
Yeah, I think the only one who did is dead now. So
I think maybe Lero might know it. I'm not.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Either Lero or Vaughn. One of you guys
Might
went
know
with.
it.
Yeah. But anyways, do you have any other pieces of the statue, or you don't have anything?
No, from what I've understood, nobody has been able to retrieve them, which is why it was so exciting when Weatherman finally said that he'd found one. I don't even know where he found it, but now we'll probably never see that again.
Do you know where they might be?
There's rumors. There's definitely rumors. I will say, let's see. There is an old place, the other side of the Iron Forest. It's an unholy place. I think it's called Rittermound. Yes, it's named after some dark knight who was chained by the gods when the world was young, they say. We have intel that says there might be another piece there, but who can say for certain? Weatherman was the one that gathered the information for us. I keep my ear out, but here lately, mostly all we've been getting is Quasiman's drunk friends. I will say.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
We're not going anywhere. For a bit outside of maybe helping you with this. So the more information you can find for us, maybe what the pieces look like, where we might be able to find them, I'm gonna be right here.
So the pieces, they say, form a statue that resembles Eladane himself. So from what I understand, they're supposed to click together as one's, I guess, a base. I don't know which pieces they are, but they are supposed to be his likeness. A little vain, if you ask me, but...
Well, who isn't a little vain?
Who isn't a little? But that's what I was doing out there tonight. I was trying to find, where the actual key would be, see if there were any information. We're just getting a little desperate. I've been hearing rumors about an order of dragon-worshipping knights that's also looking for the sword. From my understanding, just again, based on hearsay and rumors, so take this with a grain of salt, but The rumblings are that they want to reestablish the old Draconic Empire, which I'm afraid probably means enslaving everyone in the Misty Vale, or at least ruling them with an iron fist. A sword like that in the wrong hands could be devastating.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Not something
Again,
that we would
just
want.
rumors, just things you hear.
Yeah, well, you know, there's always a little bit of truth to rumors, right?
There is. Now, I have to stress, no one here knows what I'm really up to. I'm going out on a limb trusting you with this. You seem trustworthy, and you did stand up for me when I got startled and again, admittedly, maybe overreacted, but also I need help.
Yeah, I will endeavor to do my best. Do you mind if I maybe talk to my cohorts a little bit about this? I will not tell them your real name or anything, but I give them just a little bit of information.
As
Maybe
long
we
as we
can see if we can find it.
please just keep it within a small
Yeah.
group. Your caravan is quite large. I hope you don't plan on telling that. I mean, every person you
Oh
tell is
no.
another point of contact that could undermine what we're trying to do here.
Sure, baby. We formed kind of a tight knit group with the four people, with just four of us that have basically been doing everything like killing trolls or what have you not.
Huh.
So we will we'll talk about it. We're kind of the leaders of the pack, and we'll just keep
Sure.
it between the four of us.
Well, that's the other thing. I did hear about your troll killing. That's quite impressive. 2 trolls.
That was nothing.
I didn't even know there were cave trolls around here.
Yeah, there were 2 apparently, and there's none. Well, I don't know if there's none. There's plenty of mountains in the area, but we definitely thin the pack a little bit, if you will.
Well, anything that makes it safer.
Happy
Anyway.
to oblige.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll let you know. But again, please keep what we're doing here a secret. If it is true about the Dragon Knights or whatever, and they find out I'm trying to get to it first, well, let's just say I don't think I'd have too many more days ahead of me if that were the case.
Yeah, you keep yourself safe in these days. Do not, even if you think there might even be a chance that somebody else might be listening in or causing you danger, come and tell me. We will help you any way we can.
Okay.
She's
I'll ask around too, or not ask
again.
around. I'll listen into some conversations, see if I get any more rumblings about where there might be more of these statue pieces. And I really appreciate this, Beyonce. I do.
Sure, honey.
I've been panicking a little since Weatherman's disappearance. I'm feeling kind of isolated and alone. I thought I was going to have to do this by myself.
Yeah, you're not alone anymore, honey.
You're good people, Beyonce.
My mama did raise me right. Well, I'm going to finish this tea, and I'm going to head upstairs and get some sleep because I am exhausted and sickly.
Okay, I'm going to finish cleaning up here, and then I'll be heading home.
You have a
It's
safe
good to meet
night.
You too.
You too. All right. Yeah, that's going to do that. I'm going to go to bed now.
Okay. With that, the other 2, what would you have been doing during that? You're muted, Omega.
I'm passed out on the bed.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm out for the night. So
I was
there's no
actually
waking
wondering
me
if
up.
you'd even make it upstairs if you'd have just passed out on the couch near the fire.
Just go to sleep.
Okay. Fair enough. So, night passes without any issue. You all get your shift rest. Yay, shift rest.
Finally.
Yeah.
You know one thing I really do like about this system is even in like RP scenarios like we've had today, because of the pushing mechanic, the rest still matters, because
Yeah.
you're still getting things just even from RP rolls, right?
Right.
It's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is the first. I feel like I'm gonna jinx it by saying this, but it's getting around that time. This is the first episode where we haven't had a combat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we were due.
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Well, it's because Lyro's not here, right?
Yeah, Lero starts them all.
They're
Lincoln Logs isn't here, so.
I go downstairs and randomly punch an NPC in the face. There you go.
Start a bar brawl.
So, morning comes, and as you kind of wake up, you can already hear just people downstairs already just like making noise, crowding around. From what you can hear, place seems pretty popular at breakfast time. And Beyonce, you think you hear music.
Uh-oh.
We're
sounds like
going
you
to-
got competition.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs immediately.
Okay. As you go downstairs, you see over by the piano, there is someone who's picked up the lute and is playing a little bit. You recognize them, just not that you know them or anything. You saw them here the night before. You just recognize their face as someone who was here the night before. He sees you and just kind of stops what he's doing and rushes over to you. Hi. Sorry. I just wanted to say you were great last night. You inspired me to pick this back up. I haven't played in years. And you made me remember just how fun it can be to just be a musician. And I figured I'd give it a shot. It's exhilarating.
Was he any good?
Nowhere near as good as you. He was okay.
But
You can tell
okay.
that he'd played before.
Carry a little bit of a tune?
Carry some tune, yeah, but he's rusty. He definitely sounds like someone who hasn't played in years. But at one point, probably was okay.
Amazing. Why don't you pick that up and accompany me on a couple songs? Maybe we can see if we can work something out.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is the equivalent of like Beyonce giving somebody the microphone in the crowd to like sing
Yeah.
with you. Like,
That number's definitely at 12 now.
yeah.
Probably higher, but you don't know yet. With that, the music kicks back up. Vo and Vaughn, what are you all doing?
I am like, oh, jeez, waitress, what the hell kind of wine you serving here? It's like poison.
Every time I take a drink, I make sure to noisily slam my cup down on the table.
Oh, you
Everybody's so
bastard.
mean.
I know.
Vaughn, would you like me to? Can I use healing magic to get rid of his hangover?
Sure. I think that would probably work.
Would you like me to take care of that hangover for you?
Oh, if you can, sure. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so I get up, go over to Vaughn, and I place my hands on his temples. And I squeeze harder,
Dude.
You can't cast magic, my friend.
and then you immediately feel better.
Oh, that one worked. That worked. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's nice, man. Instant pain reliever. I feel a lot better now. Thank you, Baldwin.
You are welcome.
Can I buy us breakfast?
Sure.
Sure. Waitress. Waitress.
At this point, young man comes over, probably in his early 20s. I don't know if anyone's ever called me waitress before, but if you're tipping well, you can call me whatever you want. What can I get you?
Oh, my lad. Yes. Well, where's the young lady from last night?
I don't think she's due until later.
Oh, well, I'd like to have some dinner or some breakfast. What do you have?
Only got eggs, some bacon,
How dare you?
booze.
Oh, don't mention booze, please.
I mean, he kind of looks around. There's no real drinking time around here. People just seem to do it when they want to.
Well, I'm a vegan. Do you got any vegetarian food?
The fuck's a vegan?
Well, I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat?
No. It's a thing I started. I feel sorry for all the life forms on this planet.
Okay,
I'll take bacon and eggs.
sure. You want some
No,
porridge?
no. It's on
Some
me.
bread and-
I'll order us dinner. I'll order
Some bread and cheese if you have it
Some bread and some lettuce will be fine.
for him.
All right. Bread and lettuce for breakfast.
For him.
Sounds delicious. And you said
Eggs
sir,
and bacon
eggs
for
and
me.
bacon. Okay.
With some bread and cheese if you have it.
Do you want anything to drink?
Do you have any juices available, or is it just all alcoholic beverages?
No, we've got orange, apple.
Good enough.
Fruit.
Orange it is. Orange it is. Or do you have grape?
Well, most of our grapes get used to make the alcoholic stuff.
Got any grape?
Right. Orange juice is fine. Orange juice is fine. And also,
Duck song.
I had a glass of wine last night. I can't remember the name, but it was one of your high-end wines.
Okay. I think that we have one nicer bottle that I saw had just been opened. I'll go see what that
Yeah,
was.
yeah, that's probably what it was. I'll take a glass too. Yeah.
Fair enough. I shall return. And then he walks off, goes and gets your stuff. Comes back after a while. He did manage to find the glass of wine that you were looking for. It's the same thing as before. And as he sets the food down, he sets your bread and lettuce in front of you, Vaughn, and he goes, "Breakfast of kings, my sir, my liege."
The lettuce is a little dry.
Yeah, a lot of people around here don't really eat lettuce for breakfast, so
No.
it's not the freshest.
Well, how much do I owe you? 1 copper?
You buying for everybody?
Yes, I said I'd buy breakfast.
Well, it's at least... He looks over and he looks at your glass of wine. The glass of wine itself's a gold. So we're looking at 1 gold, 3 silver.
I'll pay for my own wine. It's fine. I take out a gold piece and put it on the table.
Thanks, sir.
Well,
That'll-
would
3
you
silver
take
for the
9
food.
copper?
I will, and then I'll take 2 silver and another copper.
I don't really want to break my gold.
I don't know what to tell you, sir.
Beyonce, you want to sing him a tune for me, please?
Beyonce's
already
down there
at the-
playing. She's not even over there.
Uh,
I love
I
Vaughn. He's
give
so
him-
cheap. I love it.
I
Y'all
give him
just-
4 silver.
Y'all just
gonna
found
pay
a
for it?
backpack full of gold.
Yeah, I give him 4 silver.
He takes
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Thank you, sir. If you need anything
Yes.
else, like, some, I don't know.
Lettuce, yeah, I'll let you know.
lettuce, just wave.
Hmm.
And then he kind of gives Vaughn a weird look, turns on his heel, and walks back to another customer.
I appreciate the breakfast, Vaughn. Thank you. And I
I'm
just
sorry,
start to eat.
I didn't think it was that much. Ridiculous
know.
prices here in this town.
Oh, everywhere, let me tell you.
Just keep in mind, y'all are on like the frontier. Keep that in mind. The Misty Vale is far away from what most people consider civilized. So yeah, prices are a little higher here for some of the things. So
Yep.
just import taxes and things like that. So I do think it's hilarious though that you all have literally just that at least you made, what did I tell you? What's 150 gold?
Yeah. Well, it's not.
Monster.
To be fair, Lero has all of that, but I do have 6 gold.
I got
I
1
took,
gold.
I took like 5 golds from
Oh yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
You got some. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Lero better pay up pretty soon, or there's going to be problems.
Yeah. Next
Uh,
session, we're getting them.
I think we officially have to name this episode Duck Song.
I already decided that it was going to be Duck Song.
Yeah.
After like the 4th reference, I'm like, Duck Song's the best name for this episode.
There was
Especially with how
also a
much
lot of
you've
Beyonce
played.
singing.
Yeah, I was going to say, it fits so well.
Murky brought that up. I was like, that's cute.
I wonder if I should find a new thumbnail that has, I wonder if I could just put the duck in there. Find the duck somewhere. I'm going to try. So, the day is yours. What do you want to do? Keeping in mind with the time, and because Lero's not here, we'll probably wrap it up soon. Because I think before we get into any kind of, walking around the town, probably wait for Lero to be here. But is there anything else amongst the 3 of you here in the tavern, or anything like that you'd like to do for tonight?
Yeah.
I might get with you guys. I might, let that kid play for a little bit. I might come to you guys and like pull you aside, or maybe bring you back up to the room and like update you on almost everything. I'm not going to tell you that her name is Lenora, but I am going to tell you all of the other stuff that she told me. And then I'm going to be like, I don't know if I trust her just yet, but she might be helping us. We might want to take this information maybe with a grain of salt.
I don't know, for somebody that's supposed to be embroiled in such danger seems rather jumpy.
Yeah, well, I think one of her members died, was murdered, so I would be a little jumpy too.
I guess.
Us mere mortals. Gotta watch out for ourselves.
I would like to find out if there are any mages or any places that sells spell scrolls.
Spell scrolls. Okay. Just you can basically ask around some of the patrons. Most people will be able to give you a pretty good rundown of the town. The best place that they point you to is a guy named Dranath. So Dranath, he has a hut here in the town, and he offers a lot of. He does offer his services as healing magic, and they say that he's probably the best person to help you with that. They will let you know that the general markets and stuff don't deal in a lot of the magic artifacts. So Dranath is your best bet.
Okay. I will go seek out Dragonbane.
Okay. And then what about the other 2? What's your plans?
I definitely want to see, especially while we're in town and maybe in between stuff. I want to see if either I can find some literature, or even if there's like a little school or something for sword play that I could maybe learn how to actually use this sword instead of just stabbing in butt brains.
Okay.
I would love to learn, up that skill a little bit.
So you're trying to find a place or someone that can help you with that. Okay.
Yeah. You just give me some pointers, make it a little bit less, risky for me to swing.
Asking around about that, you'll get pointed in 2 directions. You'll get pointed to Master Ulvar's. Okay. So he can help maybe, or they would also point you back to Hardy. and say, he might be able to help you, although he might request you joining the watch if you want to go that way. So those are the two people they would point you to.
Cool.
And then Vaughn, what about you?
I'm going to inquire about a library where I can get information about the history, the natural wildlife around this area.
Okay. When you ask about that, you find this dwarven man that's just kind of drinking as you walk up, and you're just kind of asking around, and he just kind of laughs. Library? We ain't got no library. Who the hell you think you are? Library.
You don't have
Get a load of this
library?
guy.
I wonder there's
No.
all primitive people here.
Some books or something around, maybe, but you looking for like a whole big ass library? Nah, you're not gonna find that here, man.
There's no vegans here, no books here. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, you just made the first word up. Of course, there's none of those. Whatever vegan is. I mean, yeah, we got people around here that read, sure, but no low library. Your best bet finding books is out there somewhere. I'm sure there's all sorts of shit out in the Empire, all buried up under shit, but yeah, most people here, we got other things on our mind, man.
Well, maybe that's a good thing, because at least I could discover everything myself.
Now that's a good attitude to have right there.
Well, thanks for your help.
Anytime. And hey, if you find any more about those Vogans, you let me know.
Well, it's a term
Sounds
that
dangerous.
it's a term I invented actually back in my land.
Oh,
There's not many of us here.
what do you got to do to join?
Oh, you just have to not to eat any meat. You just have to eat plants.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, most people do not. I understand.
Not to insult you or anything, but you.
You do you, brother.
Yes, I understand.
Just kind of gives you a really hard slap on the shoulder. Harder than he probably intended to. You can tell it's early, but this dude's already like well into his cups.
And then Von Miller, he sees a spider on the floor, picks it up. You see this little spider here, my friend? It's just your friend, you know? Everybody would just squash that spider. But inside that spider's little brain is a life. A life. It's thinking, it's doing something. It's interested in things.
Sure.
And that's how you have to look at all these life forms. You have to
Sure.
look at them like that.
That thing's highly venomous, you know.
I was about to say, does the spider bite him?
Yeah, it's a fantasy spider. It might, right?
I think I'd put it down. It's just me.
Well, no. As long as you don't are aggressive with the thing, it'll be okay.
You do you, Mr. Bogan.
Okay. Have a good day, buddy.
You too. I'm having a great day already. You and your spider friend. He just kind of trails off. He goes back to his cup.
Love it.
So, with that, we have a couple things. We got looking for magic, we've got looking for swords, and we've got Mr. Vogan trying to spread his philosophy across the Misty Vale.
Von Vogan.
Von Vogan. I
Von
like that.
Vogan
Von
Vilmar.
Vogan.
Yes,
With that,
it-
and let's go ahead. Start.
It'll match with Volwyn Vogan too.
Everyone.
No, it's
They
Volcus.
Volwyn vegan by the end of the campaign.
That's your goal. That's your new goal.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else, I think this would be a good place to break, and then we can get into some of those more specific parts of Outskirt in our next episode, especially with Lero back with us. Is there anything else RP wise that we want to do before we wrap up tonight?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Beyonce t-shirts were purchased to join the Beyonce fan club?
You need to make T-shirts, because none, because you didn't make any T-shirts.
Yeah.
However, you have gotten a couple compliments. Your number's up to 15.
Excellent.
15. I will do something with that number at some point, so keep track of it.
I
Okay.
put it in our journal.
Okay. So with that, we'll bring this one to a close. Got some interesting information. We have a little bit more information about what the dragon or the dragon emperor statue is and was for. Questions about whether or not it was a good idea to give it back to the goblin. And then we have a little bit of an insight about potential factions moving around in the city. We've got Order of Truth looking to claim this so that they can preserve it, and we've got the others, the Dragon Knights, that want to use it for power, essentially, from what we've learned. And yeah, so things are starting to peel back the veil of the Misty Veil. See what I did there? See it? Do you see it? Murky likes it. Murky likes it. I know it. So, with that, let's call it a night. Lero, we look forward to having you back next week. And if you don't share the gold, I think you're going to have yet another group of people. He's going to start slipping notes to the guards about you all. These people are mean to me. So, you all got anything you want to say before we sign off for the night?
We gotta level up first.
That's true. Why do I always forget that?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because you're
Let's do it.
stingy.
It's not that I'm stingy. I'm just not used to. I'm not used to the level up at every session yet. Just not used to that. So, you definitely participated. Let me pull the list up.
Did you participate in a game session?
Yes. Check mark.
Did you explore a new location? I would say yes.
Yes. Check mark.
Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? No.
Not this time.
Not unless you're counting that hangover.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or it could be, did you overcome an obstacle without using force? That could be the hangover too. And then if none of those apply, then the last one would be, did you give... Go ahead.
I think we overcame the obstacle of paying for our rooms by being charismatic, so...
Sure, I'll give it to you. Why not?
All right, and then did you give in to your weakness? And mine would be yes.
Yes, for me as well.
I think you did too, didn't you, Vaughn? What was yours?
Reckless, yeah. Yeah. I was when I told the lady that we knew about the artifact.
Oh, yeah, and when you didn't tip her. It was pretty reckless.
Yeah. Well, I did get
waitresses would kill you over that.
All right, perfect. So yeah, go ahead and do those rolls again. Thanks for keeping me honest. I think that was 3.
4.
4. Okay.
4.
Yeah, 4 if you did your weakness. 3 if not.
Right.
And I already got. Did anybody get any bonus in the game? I got 2.
I got 1.
1.
Oh no, you didn't increase your persuasion.
Yeah, it's pretty high already. I just wanted to see if I can get it higher.
What is it? What is your persuasion?
14.
Okay. Yeah, you get it to 18 and you get a heroic ability.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
This is fun to watch.
Oh.
Just a bunch of rolling.
Yes.
Hold up. What is your swords?
7.
7? Okay.
That's why I want to
manually
increase it. Yeah.
Oh no, 1.
Yeah, it sucks balls. And the last one, because you always got to put 1 into your magic.
Man, not a lot of increases tonight, huh?
I never get it. Look at I get a 2. I got a 4 and I get a 2. I just gotta beat a 4.
think I got 2 out of 4, so not too bad.
Normally, you'd love those rolls.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, I haven't got one yet.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I got one. I got my spot hidden went from 7 to 8. So
Didn't you get nothing last time?
yeah, I got nothing last time. So one
Yeah,
is
that
a.
sucks.
Oh, I got one.
So
out
that
of 6.
I like this level system, although at the same time, it can feel really shitty if you get nothing.
Oh, my awareness also increased from 8 to 9, so I got 2 this
There you
time.
go. There you go. Maybe you'll spot the person next time.
Yeah, maybe or not. Probably not.
Probably
It's
not.
still only 9.
Well, I mean, it's a dice roll. It's the higher you get, the harder it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because it's quote unquote use space, like like in other games, to be able to level a skill, you got to use it type thing. So
Mhm.
I mean, it makes sense. You're learning it.
I like the Walking Dead. We kind of just bank them and then increase something after a while.
Yeah, but if you play like a long campaign, you can get overpowered, I think. Maybe.
Nah.
That's your reward for not dying.
You could totally die in one roll. It doesn't matter what you have. If you roll on the Walker bite table, it doesn't matter what you have, unless you can like flip them maybe, but you're still screwed.
I think even in this game, we've learned that you can die pretty easy.
Yeah, if you're even getting shot, it doesn't matter what your stats and abilities are. If you get shot, you're done.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why you're supposed to level up, because your characters aren't supposed to last long. You're just a nice GM, is what it is.
He's killed everybody but me.
Yeah, I'm working on him. He's tough.
So, everybody, speaking of that, next Tuesday's our week, right? So next Tuesday is Walking Dead week on Omega's channel. Is that am I on the right week?
Yes.
No, we
yes,
played.
it is.
Didn't we play
No.
last week? No?
Yeah, last week.
No,
so
I did.
next
I
week.
did Alien this week.
Yeah.
It's alternate with
Okay.
Alien.
So
Yeah,
Tuesday,
yeah.
me, Nefarious, Omega, over on his channel doing The Walking Dead. We'll be back here next Thursday, and then Monday we will be back with Kupo Quest, which is our D&D 5e Final Fantasy campaign. So, and then I do have a in the works Daggerheart one shot. I just gotta find the day to do it. So keep your eyes peeled on that, and then we'll have some more tabletop stuff for you. And again, if you're not following Omega, definitely do that. He's got a bunch of great stuff on his channel. You've got what Alien you're doing. I saw you just doing what Mothership last night, right? That was
Yeah, that was a
you're
blast.
playing in that one. A lot of good
Yeah,
stuff over there.
Mothership's fun.
So go check him out also, because he's awesome. You see him right down there. So go make sure you check his channel out too. Until then, Lero, we missed you tonight, but we'll see you next week. And
No.
hopefully, well, I missed you. They didn't. You should have heard the stuff they were
Yeah.
saying before this started.
Yes.
We were all like, thank God, one of these
Right.
nights. But
We're like,
yeah, we threw like a little part. That's why we started late, because we were all like celebrating, cracking
Yeah.
open some champagne. Love you, Psychic.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Thank you all for watching. Murky, as always, thank you for hanging out in the chat. It was great having you along, and we will see you in our next games.
take
Have a good night,
care.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.